Sometimes when you hear about residential schools and you hear about thousands of children who were affected, it's a very difficult thing to grasp. But if you hear about one story, a very powerful story and a very simple story, then you can begin to kind of find a way in.
I am the stranger. You can't see me. I am the stranger. Do you know what I mean?
These kids are anywhere from 13 to 17. They've developed the script and they've had these ideas of how to communicate his story. I think they feel compassion for Channing because of their age. I think they know what it's like to long for home.
Oh, Canada, our home and native. Well, before the play, I knew literally nothing about residential schools. I never knew they even existed. I never knew that something that terrible was ever in Canadian history. Oh, Canada, our home and land.
We've been spending hours and hours trying to get these stories across, and then to have the reminder of the stories that we're putting across are the stories of real people, just solidifying further how important this is. It really made me feel like we are doing something that matters.
You know that they just can't read, since no man could make them feel none.
They themselves have learned a lot about First Nations people by just doing the play. Plays, books. I think that's the only way. Education. The schools, they gotta talk more about First Nations people.
Slides up, please. Thank you.
Just to say to the group, that was a good scene. Wow. What you guys just did there affected me. I actually choking up a little bit because I'm a residential school survivor. I was picked up when I was walking on my reserve by two people in a black robe, and they sent me to the residential school there. From that point on, my mind went into survival mode because no matter what I did, I got punished. I remember I got caught talking to my sister in my language, and they grabbed me, they put me up and went up to the second floor. They laid me on a table, and one nun was holding this hand, another one was holding that hand. And the priest had come along, and he cut my back 7 times and said that I could not speak my language anymore from that point on. And for 1 year, the whole school had to call me heathen. And that's the way it was.
Meeting Red Feather today was really emotional for me, and I started tearing up when he first started speaking.
Yeah, meeting a real survivor, I think, is a real touchstone for them. Because again, it just makes it more concrete, and you're not talking about an abstract idea. We really feel like Channing's here, and ancestors are here, but we've all come together in this moment in time to make a difference and to try to create some reconciliation and healing together.
On behalf of the cast and crew, we wanted to present to you the show shirt. And we really want to thank you for coming, and like what you said really touched us all, so thank you so much.
And I'm now sure that every one of those kids are going to look into our plight a little bit more closely. And hopefully they gain a great attitude about it. We don't need we don't need anybody feeling sorry for us. We want them to start to initiate their own change for First Nation people or for their own people. That's how I see it.